Hey everybody, what's up? Thought I'd do a quick update on the Foose build, let you know where I'm at. Before we begin, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my boy Alex, aka Wristband. He's a good friend of mine, and thought I'd give a quick shout out to him. My thoughts and prayers out to him and his family. Well, anyway, I'm doing the Foose build here. It can't say enough about this kit. It's a really good kit. Went together great. I'm in no means am I done yet. I still got quite a bit to do, but I thought I'd give you a quick update of where I am. When we last left off, I was on a rolling chassis here. And let me get this in the frame. This is the rolling chassis. It went together really good. As far as the build goes, I didn't really have any issues. I didn't have any problems. I've been doing models for a while, and this one went together fairly good, very easy, not too bad. No fit issues. I did have some issues with the radiator, but it was not really an issue. It was more me than the model. But anyway, here's the rolling chassis. And when I left off, I told you I was going to be trying to go with a more of a gradient or a paint fade, something like this with the spoon. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but that's what I was going to go with. And as you can see on the model, here, let me put that right here. If you can see that, that's what I was going to go with on the body. So anyway, I got the model out of the paint booth, and we had a chance to let it dry out. It took a couple of days. I went kind of heavy with it. And then I sprayed it. I got a clear coat on it, so let me show you that real quick here. Let me pull this guy off to the side, set him in the backdrop, and let me get the main body on the turntable here. And this is where I'm at with the Foose body build. I think the gradient on that turned out pretty good. I don't know if you can see that really good in the light. My lighting isn't the best in here. I'm trying to get that situated. I'm new to making videos, so bear with me. I don't have the latest gadgets. This is all turntable by hand. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you get the idea here. Turned out pretty good. Of course, a lot of the stuff here and on the bottom, it's going to be hidden when a chassis goes together. Let me kind of turn this on its side here. Let me show you what I did with the inside here. I went with the diamond grade in there. And that's where I'm at with the bed. It turned out really good. I think it's going to go together pretty decent. I'll do a quick throw together here when I'm done. Here is the main cab. This turned out better than what I thought it would. It still needs to be wet sanded. The clear coat came out really good. I gotta take care of that big notch on bottom. I'll take care of that. That'll be an easy fix, an easy touch up. That's where I use my gator clips. I'll hold that part right here. It's going to be a hidden part. You'll never see that on the model, but I use my gator clips there. It's kind of big and yucky, but you'll never see that. I'll touch that up and get that fixed anyway. But as far as the radiant or the gradient paint fade goes, I think it turned out pretty good. There's that part. Here's the top of it. I don't know if you can get that in the light. It just turned out really super good. I like the finish I used on that. And let me show you the hood here. Let me get a quick shot of that. Now, like I said, I still got some wet sanding I got to do. But the hood turned out really good. Still has some wet sanding. There's some spots in there I gotta fix. You can see them in there right there. There's a spot there. There's a couple of spots I have to get fixed up, do some wet sanding on. Oh man, I've been fighting dust. In my room, I got so much dust in here. It doesn't do my model justice at all. Let me put this together so you get kind of an idea of where I'm at. Put this back on here. Here we go. So now you can get the full effect here. You see that? Now if you're wondering what kind of a clear coat I use, I do not use a regular modeling clear coat. I just don't use them. They're not. I'm not dissing them. They're not good enough for me. I'm not saying I'm pampered. I'm not saying I'm an expert modeler. I'm just saying these kind of clear coats I use. These are regular automotive clear coats. All right. They're what I use, and it's what I've always been using. I use a regular automotive clear coat for my models. That's what gives me that deep. It's almost like a candy shine on there, you know. It's what I use, and I'll show you here in a minute what I use. And there's the hood with the body here. Give you a quick little mock-up here if I can get it all on here. But gonna kind of, you know how this model goes together, guys. I won't click it in, but you know what I'm saying. It's got a right there. That's how it's going to go together. Then of course that's going to sit on the chassis in the background. But there's my Foose build. Put the spoon into shot here, if I can get it in there here. So not too bad. Truck turned out great. The model is a really good model to use, but there's where I'm at. I still have some wet sanding to do. I have to get some wet sanding, do some minor touch-ups, buff it out, get a wax on it, just do some general cleanup on it, you know, just some general cleanup. But yeah, it's a gradient or paint fade on model, and that's where I'm at. It's got a diamond. I did a diamond grade with a flat aluminum bed. It gives it just that sharp look, you know, more of a sharp look. And if I can, here's what I'll do. See if I can do this without making everything fall like a house of cards. Can I do it? There we go. We'll just set this on there. There we go. Let's get this in a better of a shot for you here. And here's the whole truck itself. So this is what we're looking like when it's going to be all said and done. Of course, got to put the windows in, but you get the idea. This is what we're looking like. I think the paint color and the finish turned out really good. Like I said, I still have a little bit more to go. You know, I got some touch-ups I have to do, some wet sanding. Thought I would shoot you a quick little video about how the gradient paint fade turned out. It turned out really good, as you can see by the demo spoon. Not too shabby, huh? Not too shabby at all. I will shoot another video here about how I did this and show you how I got that kind of a fade here. It's really an easy process, and it just looks really good on this truck, you know. So that's where I'm at with the build. Like I said, I got some cleaning up I got to do. Let me get this out of the way here. Now, like I said, I don't use a regular automotive clear coat. I'm sorry, I do use an automotive clear coat. I don't use a modeling clear coat. This is what I use. I use a system called UPOL. And let me tell you, this is the shit. This is a regular automotive clear coat system. Let me get this into view here. All right, this is an automotive system here. This is UPOL. This is what I use. This is the red can here is the hardener. This is your hardener here. And this is your clear coat. And it's almost like an epoxy. You mix the two together and you get a reaction. It starts right away. So you take 4 parts of this to 1 part of this. You mix it up. I would use like a little glass container, and it's a 4-to-1 ratio. It says it right here. It's a 4-to-1, and this stuff goes on wet and stays wet. I mean, you saw the shine, and I haven't even sanded it or buffed it out. It just gives you an automotive shine like never before on a model. This stuff is the real deal. Now, a word of warning. Do not let this stuff dry in your gun. When you're done using it, clean your gun, I mean right away. And the cleaner I like to use is this Accolade 2. It's a little bit pricey for the little bottle you get, but this is the cleaner I use in the gun. It really cleans it up good. It takes care of the any kind of drying out that you have. But if you leave this in your gun and let it dry, you're going to destroy your gun. All right, this stuff is no joke. Wear a face respirator when you spray this in your booth. This is a regular automotive clear coat. It's a 2K clear coat system. And let me bring this back into view here. That's what kind of shine you can get off this, and that's just 1 coat. I didn't want to go too thick. That's 1 coat, and this, let me tell you, this is dry. It's dry to the, it's a dry. It's completely 100% dry, and it's got a hard candy finish to it. I could put my nail in there, and I wouldn't scratch it. I mean, it's buttery smooth. It's like glass. You know, I could buff this down, get my Dremel on here, which I'm going to do here in a little bit, and I'll buff it down where I'm going to wet sand it first, but I mean, I don't even need to wet sand it. There is a few spots I'm going to anyway, but that's the kind of clear coat you can get off this stuff. I mean, it's super, super thick. It's a regular automotive coat system, and that's what it is. It's a UPOL. I ordered this offline. I can't remember the video. There's a video out there on YouTube where I saw this, and I tracked it down, and it's UPOL. Here is the, if you want to see the whole can here, and I can get dozens and dozens and dozens of models with this. I mean, there's enough 2K clear system here for at least 50 to 60, if not more models. I mean, you just don't need a whole lot of this at all whatsoever. But anyway, there it is. It's the UPOL system. This is what I use. I got this offline. But yeah, this is the hardener, and this is the clear coat. Right here is the clear coat. This is the hardener. It's like a 2-part epoxy. You put them together, then they mix. Remember, it's a 4-to-1, and it's right here. If you ever get lost what you're doing, it's a 4-to-1, and it has step-by-steps here about how to use it. The first one here is you want to wash and clean the product, sand it smooth, wipe it down with a tack cloth, then you mix it. It's a 4-to-1 ratio right on the can. You want to spray it down, and then, you know, let it set up and dry. You know, it's got the step-by-steps here, and it's a hard print on the can, so you can never make a mistake about how to mix it. All right, it's a really good system here. Let me show you the back of the can. But this is what I use. It's UPOL. It does a phenomenal job, and I've done literally all my models in this, and this can is still more than 3/4 full. It's a heavy can. I mean, there's a lot of it here, and the hardener here, it's still full. You only need, like I said, it's a 4-to-1 ratio. So I will give you a little tip here. Don't mix this stuff in a little flimsy cup here, like these little measuring cups, because it will eat right through here, and you'll have a mess all over everything. It'll just be it'll eat right through the bottom. This stuff is strong stuff. It's no joke. You'll eat through here and you'll have a puddle all over your work area. If I give you any kind of a suggestion, I would use this with a glass container or some kind of glass jar if you're going to mix it up, and use a face respirator. Have your spray booth going, a window open. Make sure you are in a well ventilated area. This stuff it's strong, but the end result is you get a mirror shine. I mean, it's just, a mirror shine. I've used other finishing systems. I've used other clear coats, and I cannot get a shine like that. And that's straight out of the gun. There is no magic here. There's no kind of video editing to get this kind of shine. It's straight out of the can. You mix it up, like I said, 4-to-1 ratio. Put it in your air gun. Spray it down, both back and front. See, I got some work I got to do here. I got some rough spots in there. Look at that. I got to take care of that. But yeah, you got a nice mirror shine, back, front, all the way around. As I stated in my last video, every square inch hit. Alright guys, that's where I'm at with my video. Thought I'd let you know. Show you where I'm at. Okay, peace out.